So here's an AK style rifle. We're working on improving the sighting, and it's got the factory original sights in the front. It's kind of a large sight. It's not very good for precision shooting or rapid fire shooting. Here's the factory sight picture for the Zastava Z-PAP, the AK pattern rifle.
Here are a few of the AK front sights that KNS offers. This is a factory sight out of a Yugo, and you can see that it is retained by the post being spread. The KNS sights are retained by a piece of plastic that are set into the threads, and the plastic acts as a point of friction on the threads to prevent the post from unthreading. So before I unthread the front post, I'm going to use a micrometer to measure the clearance between the top of the original sight and the sight hood. I can lock the micrometer in place. If you don't have a micrometer, you could count the number of rotations it takes for you to unthread the sight, and then use the same number of rotations in threading in the new sight. Be replacing the sight on this rifle with the second thinnest front sight post. We simply start the threads by hand. And once I've threaded it enough for that plastic piece to engage the threads, I switch to the tool. You can see how the sight picture has greatly been improved just from the simple replacement of the front sight post. So here's the KNS rear sight, which offers you a peep sight that is faster to acquire and can be more precise than the original notch sight. And it comes with a total of 6 different diopters of different diameter. So to install it, you'll need a flathead screwdriver. You use this screwdriver to apply downward pressure on this leaf spring that sits underneath the factory sight assembly. So after you apply the downward pressure sufficiently, then you will be able to slide the rear sight out through the rear. You want to install the... Yeah, that just takes the place of the sight.
I think it's in there, isn't it? There you go.
Woo. Cool. It was recording, right? Here is the complete KNS setup. I've got the thinnest front blade installed, as well as the rear KNS sight with the medium diopter. One great advantage I want to quickly point out with the KNS rear setup, you have the elevation adjustment, just like the factory sight has an elevation adjustment, but you also gain a windage adjustment, which is great because traditionally with AK sights, you need a special tool to adjust the windage on the front sight, but here you can quickly dial it in on the rear. And I'll show you the sight picture on this. You can see it's a much cleaner sight, very precise and quicker to acquire. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to let me know if you have any questions or, more importantly, any advice about the KNS sights or their installation.